Teddy Kennedy's ridiculous, contradictory, false story is that he accidentally drove his Oldsmobile off the tiny bridge at night and swung the door open to escape from drowning himself, and that the area was a distant, deserted area with absolutely no help whatsoever, and contacted no one and did nothing about Joanne Koepkene's death until the next day. These are obvious contradictory falsehoods within 300 short walking steps away from the tiny bridge. The people were home. They were awake with the lights on and in and out of the house long after the time Ted Kennedy falsely claims the accident occurred, and they neither saw nor heard anything from the tiny bridge across the way. How did Teddy Kennedy get home to his sumptuous home from this distant area without his Oldsmobile? His first statement is basically what the official Ted Kennedy story is, with the alternative version, even though these are just facts. 300 short walking steps, aka about 150 feet away from where this accident happened, there was someone with their lights on that had a phone. Ted Kennedy didn't go to them or contact anyone, and second, he did just claim that he opened the door and swam to safety. And also, how did Ted Kennedy get home? Great question, because he was staying at a hotel and he was super far away from where he was supposed to be. Let's see what Francis E. Deck's official narrative is. Instead, Teddy Kennedy made many rushed telephone calls when he came home that night, and he refuses to release the tape-recorded telephone calls of his telephone calls that night. Even much smaller cars take minutes to sink below the surface of the water, making it virtually impossible for Joanne Koepkene to be trapped inside the Oldsmobile automobile. The water was so shallow that big Teddy Kennedy could have stood on the automobile and opened its doors in the water. Teddy Kennedy claims Joanne Koepkene was sitting next to him. Why did she not slide out the open door after he jumped out? Senator Kennedy, at this time, didn't release these phone calls, mainly because he denies that these ever happened, and Francis mainly just uses this as the opportunity to say, this is how he's in contact with the district attorney because the computer god records everything and he can just delete them later. Teddy Kennedy was fully conscious. This is a mandated cover-up from on high. It's the computer god's fault. There's like this fake Volkswagen ad, and it mocks how the Oldsmobile like didn't sink. Based on how consistent he's been, I'm super tempted to take him at his word. The sinking speed is all correct. He makes the super obvious point, why didn't you just slide out the open door unless, you know, Kennedy closed it on you? Oh, have fun drowning, I guess. But he also then just kind of points at the Kennedy family and says, how long are we going to tolerate these parroting puppet scum on top? How long are we going to tolerate these people doing all these nasty things to women? And he's kind of not wrong.